Sending an opponent to sleep is the strongest proof of superiority in combat sports. And the possibility of a sudden knockout is an essential part of MMA. During the 2-decade-long history of the UFC's lightweight division, hundreds of fighters were introduced to the canvas. We've selected the nastiest obliterations in the promotion's most talent-rich weight class. Don't blink. The memory of Rampage Jackson's legendary slam haunts MMA athletes. Some strive to recreate the magic. Others hope to even surpass the original. One such ambitious daredevil was Jordan Leavitt. With a 7-0 record, he was facing the veteran Matt Wyman. When the rival got on his hips, slam that echoed throughout the arena. Despite significant BJJ credentials, Beneil Dariush has been flipping light switches for quite a while now. However, leaning into striking too much, the no-gi world champion lost a series of key bouts. Back to his roots and on the right track, with a record of 11-4 in the UFC, Benny went at it with Drakkar Klose in 2020. Drakkar promised the viewers to put on one of the best fisticuffs of the year, and he delivered. The fighters were on a collision course from the get-go.
Lands a big right hand.
Violently trading shots in open space.
He's not moving that well.
Beneil stumbled back to the fence
Close the show.
and fired a missile from there. Noticing Klose's legs buckle, Dariush crashed in like a tidal wave. The 2-1 overhand separated Klose from his mouthpiece, and a grim reality for a while. When two heavy-handed college wrestlers, Jamie Varner and Abel Trujillo, locked horns, a visual feast was in store for those in attendance.
Got him again.
Former WEC champion Varner burst onto the UFC scene in 2012, coming in on short notice against unbeaten prospect Edson Barboza, disrupting Dana White's plans with an upset of the year.
Varner's really throwing heavy here. Varner trying to be the first man to beat Barboza. Big right hand for
Jamie seemed to have caught a second wind in his career. Trujillo was only defeated once in the organization. Even then, he just happened to be on the runway during a landing of Dagestani Airlines.
Why not?
A feeling out process was out of the question in this Knucklemania fest.
It's a nice right hand, but a good shot by Trujillo too. Well, you know, these guys are swinging.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, these are, what did you say about my mother punches?
The barn burner was bound to end early and painfully.
Varner swinging. Trujillo swinging for the...
Both Octagon gladiators kept up the ragged pace in the second round.
They both have landed, Joe.
Catching the opponent hard, Varner pounced like a vulture, swooping down to feast.
Goodness. Trujillo trying to survive. He's in big trouble.
Instead of a triumph, Jamie fell victim to a right hook straight from hell that got Trujillo 2 post-fight bonuses.
Hitting with everything but the kitchen sink and boom!
The former Octagon record holder for the number of wins,
Kraus.
Oh, a straight right.
bonus checks,
Eddie Alvarez years ago. Cowboy looking for the finish. Beautiful.
and knockdowns
There's an attempt at an upward.
has secured a place in the MMA Hall of Fame a long time ago. And whatever struggles the legendary Cowboy went through, one swing of his leg is all it took to achieve the goal.
Cowboy. Oh! That kick will take off. Oh, that's it! That's it! It's over!
At UFC 150, Cerrone faced the flamboyant puncher Melvin Gillard. The ex-teammates were at odds with each other, Nevertheless, Melvin nearly punished the counterpart's exorbitant self-confidence.
Oh! Big knee! Cowboy Cerrone has never been...
Still conscious somehow, the Wild West Maverick managed to recover. He shot from the hip and made Gillard perform the chicken dance.
Melvin's hurt! Oh! Hit with the right hand! And it is all over! Donald Cerrone knocks out Melvin Gillard!
Unlike his rival, Cerrone had no trouble pulling the trigger. A signature high kick and a punch to follow filled Cowboy's pockets with some extra cash.
Melvin's hurt! Hit with the right hand!
In 2017, as to justify the nickname Highlight, UFC debutant Justin Gaethje delivered a monumental battle of wills against Michael Johnson. Exemplifying everything that makes the MMA a great sport, he earned honors for the debut fight and comeback of the year.
Johnson's legs are up there. Johnson survived. That's it.
But after suffering painful setbacks and collisions versus Alvarez and Poirier, Justin found himself at the point of no return.
But he doesn't have the wherewithal to clinch.
Switching from a relentless tit-for-tat style to a more measured approach, Gaethje took on lanky striker James Vick. The self-assured Texecutioner did not expect the twist that ensued.
On Fox Sports app. Big right from Gaethje, and down goes Vick. Justin Gaethje is back.
With a two-punch combo, Justin proved everyone is a gangster until they get hit.
Incredible knockout.
Gaethje's next test in the face of Edson Barboza further proved his legitimacy as a contender. The American surprised many by outkicking the kicker. The insulted Brazilian offered a boxing exchange. The Highlight had no objections.
Leg damage these boys.
Yeah, Gaethje with some... Oh, got him with a overhand right. It's over. That is it.
On a killing spree of 2 KOs, Gaethje put his hype train back on the right track.
Gaethje with some... Oh, got him with a overhand right.
But his ascension to the big leagues was hampered by the lack of household names on the resume. Fan favorite Cowboy Cerrone became a sacrificial variable in that title contention equation.
Oh, right from Gaethje. Cerrone takes a knee and he's taking more punishment. He's hurt bad. Gaethje has him down. It's over. Justin Gaethje.
Gaethje tried to avoid inflicting unnecessary damage, but the bloodthirsty referee forced the Highlight to do the dirty work.
So then he goes to hit him.
15 years ago, Melvin Gillard's outrageous wrecking power, brash personality, and memorable appearance made him a star. By 2006, the Ultimate Fighter welterweight graduate had racked up 15 finishes in 19 career wins.
Few fights, maybe a couple of years. Big slam by Melvin. Big strikes.
Still, losses against bigger opposition forced Melvin to move down in weight. At UFC 60, promotional freshman Rick Davis somehow ended up in the cage across from the young assassin. In less than 2 minutes, the notorious puncher cleared the judges of their duties.
Fell to his rear.
Yeah.
Oh, down goes Davis, and it is all over. It is all.
Although enormously talented, Gillard never broke into the elite because of his wrestling deficiency. But can you blame an all-out knockout artist for trying to give people what they want?
Get a hold of him. Still waiting for Gillard.
Oh, and the knee. Looking for the finish is Melvin. Good sprawl, nice knee. Oh, in trouble. Gillard pushing forward
Nice
with the
knee.
knee. And again.
Another one.
Melvin Gillard.
All right, gentlemen, we've been over the rules.
In the fight of the year at WEC 53, Anthony Pettis stunned the world with a Showtime kick and became the promotion's last lightweight champion. This move extreme became a shortcut to his dream, the UFC belt. But in the warm-up performance versus Clay Guida, the Carpenter mopped the canvas with the helpless striker for 3 rounds.
Got him.
Even the hit-or-miss Jeremy Stevens was barely edged by a decision. With a record of 14-2, Pettis needed a big comeback. Fortunately, his finest hour came in a crucial match with Joe Lauzon.
Well, he was a great... That's it! He's gonna finish! And it's all over!
By closing the show in Crow Cop fashion, Anthony finally got going under the Ultimate Promotion banner. Next, he squared off against Donald Cerrone in a #1 contender scrap.
Yeah, it certainly did, and he got him again. He's down, he's down, he's down. He's gonna finish. That's it! And it's all over! Anthony Showtime!
In his heyday, Showtime's left kick made people shiver, whether to the head or to the liver.
Yeah, right into the liver, shin to the liver, and this is right after you...
The 2004 confrontation between Yves Edwards and Josh Thompson is an MMA classic to this day, and here's why. Josh was still green and undefeated at 7-0 at that point. In contrast, Edwards had been a part of 35 bouts since 1997.
Here we go. Josh
From the word go, the tenacious wrestler Thompson took the lead. However, unable to secure a dominant position, he allowed the Thug Jitsu master to get on the back at the end of the round. Subsequent events only proved why you should never let your enemy out of sight.
Strong Josh is, he just stands right back up.
Thompson threw a back fist. Simultaneously, Yves launched a high kick. Josh's glove whiffed past the target, while the grotesque kick found its home, becoming a valuable lesson for Thompson.
He just stands right back up.
Old school classes came in handy 10 years later, when Josh became the first to knock Nate Diaz out.
That one hurt. He's hurt.
And now a right hand forward, looking to finish. Josh Thompson all over Nate Diaz.
After sensationally starching Jose Aldo in December of 2015, Conor McGregor captured the featherweight belt and became an icon of street art. But the immediately scheduled super fight against then reigning lightweight king Rafael dos Anjos was not destined to happen.
Conor McGregor made us rich. Break out the red panties. We're rich, baby.
Only in late 2016, McGregor set sights on the 155 throne again. By that point, the title had changed hands.
He's cruised right hand to Alvarez. Uppercuts.
The new target was Eddie Alvarez. Presented with an opportunity to become the first double champ, Conor dropped Alvarez several times with the deadly left hand.
Game changer.
It is.
And again, back at home in Ireland.
The mocking demolition was finished in the second round.
Getting loose, getting better here in this round, though.
Oh, man.
Until that.
Oh, he's done. He's done.
It is all over. History has been made.
Barely giving up a single clean strike, McGregor put a cherry on top and left the arena rocking two shiny straps. In January of 2021, Dustin Poirier stepped in as karmic punishment for the Notorious. Having already beaten the American down at featherweight,
Hands at his hips. Having a conversation. Looking to finish the fight.
That's it.
Conor came into the rematch with a quick finish in mind.
That's not his game, right? He's not a wrestler.
What McGregor didn't know is that pressure makes diamonds.
Go back to the count. Big left and now a right. Oh my God.
That's the ball.
Leaving the memory of their past encounter behind, Poirier derailed the Irish bullet train.
That's the ball.
At the start of 2017, Kevin Lee lit up Francisco Trinaldo with a single high kick.
Straight right there again for Kevin Lee.
Oh, he hurt him. Oh, big head kick from Kevin Lee.
And mangled the Brazilian on the floor.
Last two fights. He's got to be standing.
There's the tap.
Subsequently, he made Michael Chiesa jump out of his pants.
Talk about my mom.
Yeah. What's good?
Before submitting him as well. With a streak of 5 wins in a row, the whole world seemed to be at Kevin's feet. In the clash for the interim belt, he dominated Tony Ferguson at the outset.
Full mount. Big elbows coming down from Kevin Lee.
And yet, his leaking gas tank allowed El Cucuy to add another scalp to the collection. The Motown phenom got a chance to make things right at the end of 2019. Lee's dancing partner was undefeated National Wrestling Champion Gregor Gillespie, who finished 5 out of 6 opponents in the UFC.
The native New Yorker Gregor Gillespie.
After eating a sobering left hook at the 3-minute mark, Kevin got down to business. The duel between the two standout wrestlers was decided on the feet, hitting Gillespie with a right hand, then Lee produced Sweet Chin Music. A mind-blowing execution by a talented yet inconsistent fighter, capable of bringing forth masterpieces on the right night. When Ignacio Bahamondes from Chile and the Californian Roosevelt Roberts shared the cage in August 2021, few expected a KO of the Year contender. Technical striker Bahamondes achieved 8 out of 11 career victories by knockout. The favorite, Roberts, despite his kid-from-the-hood persona, was known as a grappler.
Yep, it's over.
Here's the tackle.
Which went to Makdessi by split.
In the first round, Bahamondes unleashed a powerful kick
Down that way.
Oh, nice.
Nice leg kick.
and placed some impactful blows.
Ooh, good calf kick. Whoa, nice right hand.
Doubles. You just.
Roberts held on until the third,
Oh, you heard him with a body shot
Advantage
there.
hurt him.
but following consecutive body shots, his hands dropped down too low.
Look, right, that he gives him when he goes to the body.
Liver shot. Oh, Ignacio Bahamondes.
Seconds before the final bell, the striking maestro made a statement with a lethal spinning kick.
Bahamondes.
Lando Venata also produced a gem truly worthy of high praise. The promising up-and-comer put on an incredible debut, dropping peak Tony Ferguson multiple times.
Oh, spinning guys are bringing it. This fight crazy. Big head kick for Venata. Ferguson.
In his second UFC showing, he turned into a can of whoop-ass you don't want to open.
Spin. He got him. Wheel kick KO by Lando.
Relaxed Venata distracted the rival by spamming low-line sidekicks, and when the chink in the armor presented itself, a wheel kick landed right on the spot, winning a 2016 Knockout of the Year nomination. Thai boxing expert Edson Barboza rises to the top of the mountain. Having first appeared in the UFC at the end of 2010, the Brazilian immediately started climbing up the rankings, leaving opponents with flat tires by stinging low kicks.
And again. That's it.
In less than a year, he scored 3 victories and amassed a 9-0 record.
Legged fighter right now. I can't. He can't do it much longer. That's it.
In 2012, the promising stand-up specialist was matched against British grappler Terry Etim. The fight was not easy for Barboza, even on the feet. Nevertheless, by the third round, Barboza took aim and fired.
He wanted to take a chance and risk getting knocked out. Oh my God! Wow!
Terry lost consciousness prior to touching the canvas, and Joe Rogan was about to faint as well.
Take a chance and risk getting knocked out. Oh my God! The first wheel kick knockout that we've ever seen.
The most astounding KO in lightweight history, by far. If you want to see similar videos regarding other weight classes, kick the like button, subscribe to the channel, and vote for sport.
Gaethje with
But he was a great. He just stands right back up.
He's getting better here in this round, though.
Oh man,
Ignacio Bahamondes.
take a chance and risk getting knocked out.